Hey guys, this is Cyndy Reid. Cyndy Reid Fitness, the Strong with Age system. Thanks for tuning in. This lesson is about butt cheeks and quads and how to put those together and get the best movement pattern that you can possibly get. And so what I want to talk to you about is, first of all, full range of motion. So when you're working your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, you want to make sure that you have complete and full range of motion. So for example, if I'm going to do a knee up with a hip extension, I want to make sure that I go all the way up and pause and then push back and get that quad tight right there at the knee, as opposed to that. You want to really engage the quad at the knee and think about pushing down through the heel. Meanwhile, as you're standing and doing that, the standing leg needs to also contract and get tight at the quad. So not only is this leg back, but this leg is standing tight at the quad. So those are two really important things. Think about elongation through the spine and then push backwards as though you're pushing your heel against something so that your glute and your hamstring connection get really tight and the quad at the knee on both the extended leg and the standing leg contract. So if you don't feel that, you're not in full range of motion. Not working full range of motion actually creates imbalances and can cause a lot of weakness and injury. So you don't want to do that. Okay, so the second thing about working legs, just like when I showed you with the tricep video, is the 4-2-4 formula. 4 counts, 2 counts, 4 counts. So you want to think about lifting the leg, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, hold 2, release 2, 3, 4. Lift the leg, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push back, 2, 3, 4. Find those contraction points, right? Hold for 2, and then slowly release. You can add more benefit by using a small ankle weight. So this is a 5-pound ankle weight. Once you have the formula, then you add the weight. If you add the weight too soon without the formula, you will be more inclined to not use full range of motion and not get the full benefit of the movement, as well as create that gap in the muscle contraction and the muscle memory such that injury can occur. Okay? So let's talk about just some simple things that you can do. Like I talked about in the tricep video, you're going to connect the brain to the muscles. And so I want you just to think about standing tall, pulling up and nice and tall in the spine, belly button in, and then lifting 2, 3, 4, being able to hold it. The act of holding is working all the muscles, 650 of them. And then you push out to the side and hold 2, 3, 4 without leaning or wobbling, so that you're contracting both at the knees and the hips, right where the butt cheek and the hamstring meet. 2, 3, 4. Bring it up, 2, 3, 4. Press it back out, 2, 3, 4. Bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth for, work up to 10 repetitions. But stay within that 4-2-4 formula. All right, so that's to the side. If you bring it up and push it back, you're going to flex the ankle and think about pressing the heel backwards as though you're pressing against something. And then again, go for this contraction, and this contraction on that standing leg. All right. So it's up 2, 3, 4. Press back 2, 3, 4, nice and tight. Be able to hold it without arching the back, abs in tight. Feel the contractions and hold them. Then slowly release. And again, repeat on one side for up to 10 repetitions. Shake out the legs. Do the other side, either to the lateral position or to the rear position. I like to do 10, 10, 10, and 10 on each leg. And if you stick to that 4-2-4 formula, that's all you need, folks, 2 or 3 times a week to actively get that contraction between those muscles in the brain to solidify. At that point, you're ready for an ankle weight. But if you just, toss the ankle weight on and move the leg like that, you're not really using a whole lot of muscle. It's more momentum. And chances are you'll throw your back out. So try the 4-2-4 formula. It works big time. All right, so my second favorite exercise happens to be with a kettlebell. I love just basic kettlebell swings because they get everything and they're effective. So I like to start with a small one. If you've never done kettlebell swings before, start with a very small one. All right, this is a 15-pounder. That's a good place to start. 10 pounds better if you've never done it. And then you work up. So I'm going to show you two different versions. All right, so first the legs are just hip width apart, and you're going to drop down and pop up. I am not using my arms, okay? I'm going to show you from the side. I'm not lifting with the arms. They just happen to go up because of the power generated by the legs. Notice that when I go into my kettlebell sit, I'm in a straight line from my head to my hips. There's no arch back. And when I come up, I think about pulling straight up and squeezing those same spots I just talked to you about, the butt cheek and the quad. So there's none of this, right? That'll throw your back out. It's a pop, a squeeze, and a vertical sensation of energy going straight up through the head. The arms are just flowing. All right, so for example, I'm going to pop the legs and come up tall and exhale, right? So from the front, that looks like this, okay? The knees are in alignment with the hips and the shoulders the entire time. And, okay? All right, so as you get more established with that motion, right, and then you shake out the legs, then you add weight. So what I like to do is teach people to do 10 reps of that at a time. As they get better and more comfortable, I add weights. So I would go from 15 to 20, 20 to 25, that sort of thing. And then once they get up to that, I drop back down in weight and I do 2 sets of 10. Work back up in weight until you get to that desired weight. I'm 5'4". I do 25 pounds. That's all I'll ever do because for my frame and what I want to accomplish, that's what I need. If you're taller, bigger, a guy, you can obviously work up in weight, but just go gradual. Okay, so then we're up to 2 sets of 10 reps. Where I like to take people is, I like to take people to 30 repetitions with their desired weight. That's where I get them. Now, how I do that is just like I showed you. So you're going to work up to 10, add weight, drop back down. Work up to 10, add weight, drop back down. So once you're at your desired weight, then you start adding repetitions. And what I like to do is go from squat position to plie position. So I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit so you can see my feet. So in plie position, you've gone from squat position, and now you're going to turn those legs out and move them out and drop down into plie as you do the kettlebell swing. So you'll go from squat, and I like to do 10 reps, and then I go right into 10 plies, and then I go right back into 10 squat positions. So again, you have to work up to that, okay? And be able to maintain form the entire time. So as you go into plie position, you also want to make sure that you're not bending over, that you can actually be in the plie position, like so, right? And not have to bend over to get those legs to go out. If you cannot achieve that, stick with the squat position. Otherwise, you'll strain things, and we don't want that, okay? So I'm going to do 5 of each one just to show you the transitions. And then I want you to think about working up to 10 of each one of those, right? Okay, well, that doesn't work, does it? Sorry, guys. Okay, so I want you to see my feet. All right, so Squat position first, and pop it, 2. You can even come up on the toes to add more difficulty. And then I'm gonna go right into plie, right? Being able to keep that body nice and straight, and then right back to squat. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! So imagine if you worked up to 30 reps of that, right? That's very powerful. And just being able to seamlessly go from squat position to plie position and back to squat position, okay? So again, take your time. Start with low weight. Just do 5 reps here, 5 reps there. Get used to the form. You want to make sure that you have a straight line from your head to your hips in this position. And when you pop, it all comes from here. It's generated by the legs. There's no arch in the back. Your belly button pulls in as you pop. You create vertical energy with that body. The arms are just free flowing. They are not lifting. There is a version where you continue the arms over the head. This is not that, okay? This is kettlebell, butt cheek, leg 101, all right? So work up in weight. Go back down in repetitions as you work up in weight. Work back up to 10 reps. So over time, you know, like a month or so, 3 weeks to a month, if you do it consistently 2 to 3 times a week, you could probably get to your desired weight and up to at least 20 reps, ideally getting up to 30 reps. So that takes care of everything: cardiovascular, core, butt cheeks, legs. I like to combine those kettlebell swings with the moves I showed you at first with a 5-pound ankle weight. And if you do it in that slow formula, right, and always think about abdominals in tight, okay, and really going for that range of motion, squeezing quads, squeezing butt, belly button in, that's what creates the sculpt, and that's what creates the strength. So the program goes: make sure you're warm, and then work up to adding a 5-pound ankle weight on your legs. You start by just simply connecting and pushing out and holding 1001, 1002. Bring it up in 4, take it back in 4, 1001, 1002. Do 10 reps on that side, shake it out, stretch your butt, shake out your legs, do a couple of lateral stretches, you know, and just get loose, and then repeat to the other side. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, back 2, 3, 4, hold. And again, you want to connect, 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 suck it in, right? And then bring it back up. 10 reps on that side. Do a little stretching, and then do the kettlebell routine. And that's effective, guys. It's amazing how effective that is. Make sure you work up to, you know, the 30 reps with the kettlebells very slowly, very conservatively, and take note of all those posture cues I gave you. All right. And before you add the ankle weight, make sure that you're able to stand on one leg and just control this movement and connect to all those parts. Super, super effective. So I've got an upcoming 45-day immersion course, and I will be talking more about that. But it's stuff like this that I will be teaching. It's called the Body Boss Fitness Lifestyle Transformation Bootcamp. Woo! That's a mouthful, but I'm kind of playing around with that name. But that's the one I love so much because it's fitness lifestyle. It's nutrition. It's fitness. It's injury prevention and management. It's stress reduction techniques. And within this 45 days, you get me every single day. I'm so excited. And there's PDFs, there's webinars, there's live Facebooks, there's stuff like this. There's a whole members area with books that I've written, you know, over 300 pages of stuff that shows you how to do exercises and why they're important and how to put them together to develop chains. and just how to create a lifestyle no matter where you are or what you're doing. That's kind of the premise of it. You don't need a gym. I teach you how that is possible. I teach you how to work out in your home or your office and take these premises with you wherever you go, whether it's travel or let's say your kids have a soccer tournament, one weekend. What do? I teach you how to handle that, and holidays. It's just the entire lifestyle spectrum. I've been working on it for about 7 months, and it's 30 years in the making. So I'm so psyched to share it with you. Look for that upcoming. But meanwhile, try this and see what you think. All right. Thanks for watching. Woo! Ciao, baby. Bye-bye.